I want to go over quickly ALLR as this is a stock that a lot of people are talking about, and I'm trying to feel the hype into this. Yes, if we get a breakout above this EMA 50, which is this light blue band, it's to me it's just not highly likely to happen. You can see I'm going to scroll over this chat. This chart is probably the most disgusting looking chart downtrend forever, and right up in here was our last time we touched the EMA 50, about a year ago in 1205, 2023. But you could see when we do touch it, it's massive resistance. It does not like to get above this thing. We were probably due to touch it. I mean, I don't really even try to go to the EMA 50 as it is kind of an unrealistic more target. As you can see, it took over a year. I try to aim for these EMA 5, 10, and 20, which is in these lines in here. And I played this stock way back in the Discord. I do play oversold patterns. I do like these kind of stocks when they do present an opportunity. And way back in here, I played it to this EMA 20 because the main reason was because we haven't hit this EMA 20 in a very long time. And a lot of times this price comes back up to this. And especially with this EMA 5 time distance, it was just a very more easy target that we can get. We made massive returns, over 100% gains there. But when I'm looking at this chart here, to me, there's more risk than reward. So you had this EMA 50. We knocked on it right in here. I'm not surprised it sold off right there. I don't think anybody really should be. So we hit this 50, which is an algo zone for sell zone. We come back down. Then we come back up, touch it, and then we come back down again. So unless we break through this, yeah, you're looking at a breakout pattern as we have long upper wicks, long upper wicks, longer upper wicks, which means sellers are in control. It's just a really hard thing to really could it be the start of an uptrend? That's the key. I'm not saying you can't get up here, but you also, I mean, to this range up to this upper Keltner channel is a 35% gain. It could do that. This stock hasn't really hit this upper band, and it doesn't tend to do it, so it makes me question, like, is the risk versus reward that good? I did like to see a lot of this consolidation here. So, massive consolidation, and it's not just like this where it touches it and goes like this, touches and goes like dramatically down like this candle. You kind of have a body just hanging right there. So in my opinion, I think I would not buy it just because the risk versus reward is just not that great. A lot of the times it's going to plummet down from here. I know a lot of influencers and people and stock twist on X are like saying buy ALLR, it's going to go up massive and all of that. That's what they said about B Hat. That's what they said about Rhyme. Where have they been advertising this stuff? They've been advertising up in the 11 cent, 10 cent. Buy every dip, buy every dip, buy every dip. Okay, well, we're at 5 cents. Same thing with Rhyme. You've seen a lot of these big oversold companies. It's not good to just buy every dip if you're not using a system, if you're just listening to people. I can show you multiple times where way back I've seen way back in this range, and it's been going down and down and down. So now that it's finally going up, it just makes me wonder, like, oh, you're just trying to get out of your bags, hurry up and get a nice pump and dump, right? And so that's really how a lot of these people see. And when I first started trading, I had nothing idea about trading. I went to social media and I looked at the most trending stocks. I looked at a lot, what people are talking about, and it would make me happy when see people say ALLR could go to $3, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I could 2x my account, right? So I would buy it, and then it would be going down and down and down because people don't understand this is a downtrend. Every pump's going to get shorted, and so when you hit this 20, it most likely will get shorted. It comes back to the 20, it gets shorted and shorted and shorted, and then you got to understand this company don't care about share orders. Look at the reverse splits. They've done multiple reverse splits, and there's nothing wrong with trading a downtrending stock, but you got to understand a system for it. I look for price to be as close as possible to this lower Keltner channel. When I see that, you can really find nice entries when it really does touch it. And then I look for price not touching the CMA 5 for multiple days because we know price will come up to these EMAs. I'd much rather buy a bottom under the EMA 5 and have price come up to it. As you can see what happens here. You make it 25% just coming up to it, and then when it touches it, you refresh the time distance. You wait for candles not touching the 5. I recommend at least 5 daily candles. And all throughout price history, you're going to see that. Price gets away from the 5, and then what does it do? It comes back up, and you rinse and repeat. 51% gain right there. Price gets away, comes back up. And price is going to move in waves. But when you're trying to play a breakout pattern like this, it could work really well or it could be horrendous because you're going to potentially buy the top. And that's the problem with breakout type patterns. Are we finally going to break out of the CMA 50? I don't think so. That's my solution. I would wait till we have a body of a candle close above it. If you really want to do it. The way I trade uptrends, I wait for price to come up to this upper Keltner channel. Then I get confirmation. It's like, hey, this is actually really bullish. And then I wait for these this EMA 50 to be at the very bottom, acting as support. Because if the EMA 50 is at the top, it can easily be a breakout and then come back down. We've seen this happen with Hollow. Lots of, same stock that people are trying to overhype. What happened? Did the same thing. It went up massive. It could do this. And then what happened is it goes down and down and down because it's a downtrend stock. The EMA 50 is not at the top. We've seen that with XTIA. What happened? Big move up, downtrend stock, pump gets shorted, EMA 50 is not at the bottom. So I don't know what ALL is going to do. Could it hit this upper band and make it 30%? That'd be awesome. I'm not going to lie. That's awesome games. I'm always looking for 10% profit. So that would meet my criteria. But you got to understand, where would you look to stop out? Well, if it does just not do good, I would take a stop. I would do probably under the CMA 5 about a 13% stop loss. If price goes under the CMA 5, then it starts to downtrend. You can see like price hit the CMA 5 and acted as support. So that's a good thing. That, the EMA 5 is acting as support and instead of acting as resistance like it did way back here. And it was at the very bottom. EMA 5 is trying to come up to these top ranges. So it's a thing there. No strategy is perfect, but do have a risk versus risk plan in mind. Is it my typical stock I would buy? No, it doesn't mean that it's a bad stock to buy. But if you're trying to hold this thing and really think this can go outrageous amounts over 100%, I just don't think that's going to happen. As up to here is 34%, and you just got to take your risk versus reward. Have a stop loss, but this wouldn't meet my criteria, unfortunately. So I just want to get over this. Could it be different from hitting this and rejecting hitting this, from rejecting hitting this? We'll see, guys. But if you guys want to join the premium Discord, see my active alerts, see plays that do work consistently with a very high win ratio, and instead of just gambling and listening to people like how I used to do, and then I developed a system that actually does develop a long-term consistent trader. You can join this Discord and you can be a profitable trader. I have one of the most highest value day trading services out there that probably nobody has in the internet, and you can make money consistently every single day and pay off important bills, pay off your house payment, your mortgages. Because with this amount of money, I can say, well, if you have $2,000, this is how much you can expect to get every day. Guaranteed win or loss, you can expect those returns. So hope you do decide to join the Discord. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit day trade alerts up in here, and you'll get access to subscribe for my day trades and swing trades for all $12 a month. Please read how to subscribe to down here. If you have an Android, pretty much you will have to subscribe on your computer. And it is recommended to just do that because it avoids the iOS fee. Instead of just doing on the app, you will have to pay more money through the app because they charge an iOS fee. So just do it on your computer just to subscribe. And you guys are going to love it. You're going to get my day trade alerts. You're going to get my swing trade alerts, education, and swing trading education all in one thing. And you guys going to learn a proper strategy that works for me, and I think it can work for you too. Hope you guys liked the video. Give a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.